us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but bitch, we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. Note the skies needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big, we don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends, run it up. Say that with my chest, run it up. No, I will not bend, run it up. Gang time in it, gang time. I don't follow trends, say that with my chest. I will not bend, gang time. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And this returnable for Hines.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Richardson back to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Return, 30 yards all in all.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Man open is Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 29-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Allen Robinson, 44 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking for Jelani Woods that time, but it's going to be second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Steps away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside of the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Completes it to Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Richardson off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not even.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Richardson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he fires one that's intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Richardson looking to throw this. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Again, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. Successful.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. He's got this to Pickens. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 29 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Powers through him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They go play action with Richardson. On the move to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 32 on the play. On 1st down, Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Richardson to throw off play action. This pass caught, it's Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet. Not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Pickett. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They hand this off to Harris. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Now Richardson. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And now here's another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Harris. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, and they go back to Harris. Down to the 42, 2nd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
23 yards, the final tally. Here's Pickett. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
On second and goal, Pickett. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. And this one is right through. And